someone has been hiding a truth about your own family. The reality will hurt, but my dear baby, if you agree within angels, start this video and watch it absolutely. Angel says someone has been hiding a fact about your family. The reality will hurt, however it's going to additionally set you free. You have to be organized now, due to the fact heaven is beginning a scroll together with your call written in gold letters, and what is approximately to be discovered isn't always a twist of fate. For years, there have been whispers in the back of closed doorways. Sure faces to your existence have smiled at the same time as knowing things that might have overwhelmed you in the event that they were informed earlier. But now's the appointed hour. Archangel Michael is status guard beside you with his sword drawn, now not for battle within the bodily, however to pierce the layers of deception which have lingered over your life like a thick fog. The angel says, I did not bring you this a long way to depart you blind. I am lifting the veil. What is approximately to unfold may additionally shake the foundation of your understanding. It could purpose tears to go with the flow, but the one's tears are holy. Each tear you shed within the coming days, God is accumulating in his bottle. Because there is sacred strength to your mourning, energy to your awakening, electricity in fact, God continues. Earlier than you were born, there was a settlement in the heavens. Your soul agreed to step into this lineage to bring light into a generational net of confusion, worry, secrecy, and silence. Many before you sensed the fact, however, had been too afraid to speak it. Many attempted, however, were silenced, manipulated, or driven away. But you're the only chosen to hold the revelation through. It really is why the religious assaults expanded whilst you tried to develop. It's why your peace turned into disturbed every time you have been near readability. A person on your family knows the reality, and they have held it back for motives they convinced themselves had been noble. But their silence has caused you extra harm than safety. You have been asking, why do I sense so one of a kind from the rest of them? You have been wondering why you experience matters others do not, why your goals are vivid, why your heart grieves at unusual times, and why you sense there is something deeper than what has been spoken. God says, your soul has been looking to do not forget. Trying to reconnect with the fragments of fact that have been scattered on reason. There have been moments in your childhood that regarded off, moments whilst a look changed into exchanged, a call turned into averted, a query brushed off. Those were not coincidences. There may be a call for your bloodline that holds strength. A person connected to you by way of circle of relatives, through blood, marriage, or both, dedicated an act of betrayal, and others selected to cowl it instead of confront it. A few had been too younger to know better. Others had been too afraid. However, the reality remained, buried like a seed within the soil, looking ahead to you. The time for burying is over. This seed of reality must now grow. It will no longer be clean. When the fact comes, it'll come like a sudden rainstorm, unexpected, heavy, and not possible to disregard. Some people will attempt to deny it even if it is right in the front of them. Others will attempt to show the blame. A few will also try and persuade you which you are imagining things. However, God says, I am the witness. I noticed all of it. You had been selected no longer just to pay attention this truth, however to keep it with grace, to address it with braveness, and to convert the brokenness right into a doorway for recuperation. Your voice will no longer be silenced. Archangel Michael is putting divine fireplace in your throat, so whilst the moment comes to speak, the words will bring heavenly authority. No person could be able to argue with what I have discovered to you. This fact is connected to your future. That is why the enemy has fought so tough to keep it hidden. If you had regarded this earlier, you can have walked away from the humans you notion have been assisting you. You may have by no means allowed positive spirits into your property, however God allowed it for a season no longer to harm you, however to mature your discernment to make your religion fireproof. You had to see what deception seems like up close so you could by no means once more be fooled with the aid of it from afar. I'm redeeming the years that were stolen. I'm restoring the self-assurance that changed into chipped away. I am healing the heartbreak that got here from out of place. Agree with. You'll not stroll into your subsequent season wearing the confusion of your past. The reality will sting in the beginning, but it becomes the wind beneath your wings. Your ancestors are looking. The ones in heaven who lived in silence are rejoicing due to the fact you are the one breaking the chain. The silence ends with you. Do you sense that burning for your chest? That strain among your eyes? That surprising kickback inside the air? That is not worry. It smiles divine reputation. Your spirit knows this moment became constantly coming. The fact involves a person closer than you could want to believe. A relative who constantly kept you barely at a distance. A person who watched you develop with eyes that held both sorrow and guilt. They have elderly with the burden of what they know, but time is strolling out. The facts need to be spoken. Look ahead to the signs and symptoms. Over the following few days, God will bring peculiar alignments. An antique image will fall out of an e-book. A stranger will say a word that triggers a memory. A member of the family can also slip and mention something they have in no way said earlier than. Goals turns into vivid. You can pay attention, names whispered in sleep, or feel guided to ask questions you've never dared to invite. Do not ignore these moments. They may be now not injuries. They're divine breadcrumbs. Follow them. Archangel Michael says, I'm assigned to you for this hour. I'm standing between you and the chaos that reality can motive. Do no longer be afraid. The ones who lied can't stop you presently. Those who concealed this mystery will tremble, not due to you, but due to what heaven is unveiling. You have to write down what you sense, what you do not forget, what you already know for your spirit. Do not push aside it. Your instinct is now not guessing. It smiles remembering. You aren't crazy. You are not paranoid. You are awakening. You are not alone in this. I'm with you in the hearth. The identical hearth that purifies gold will purify your own family line. Some relationships can also fall away. Allow them to. Some people may also stroll out while you stand on your truth. Allow them to move. I will send replacements who communicate life, truth, and protection. Your tribe is coming. But I need to first take away the ones who've built their closeness to you on lies. Your existence is a story heaven has been writing. This bankruptcy might also feel heavy, but it is necessary. The truth has strength, and so do you. Your mom, or your grandmother, a person on the maternal side, is aware of a part of this fact. If they may be alive, they may be the only to verify it. If they have handed, they'll come to you in goals. Mild a candle. Pray. Listen. They are now not far. They've waited for this second. There is a report. An antique letter, a journal access, a beginning certificates, or medical paper. Something that become hidden, thrown away, or kept in a locked drawer. It's far connected to the fact. God will manual you to it. But you should be ready. That is greater than a secret. It smiles a curse that has been passed silently from era to generation. However, it ends now. You are not just listening to this for yourself. You are hearing it for your kids, for his or her children, for every soul who could be born out of your legacy. Do not fear the darkness of this revelation. For I am the light, and I dwell in you. You are the candle on your bloodline, the flame that refuses to go out, even when the wind howls. This truth will not wreck you. It will build you. You have been made for this. In case your coronary heart is racing right now, it is because your soul acknowledges this message. You had been not imagined to locate this through coincidence. Heaven pulled you here. It changed into written lengthy in the past that in this very day you would study these phrases and something ancient in you will awaken. The tears that fall now are holy. Allow them to come. Allow them to baptize you in information. You aren't a victim of your own family's silence. You're the victor who brings clarity. A non-secular inheritance is waiting on the opposite aspect of this fact. Cash. Land. Items. However, first, the lie should be exposed. The truth ought to be recounted. Your recovery need to start. Only then can what become stolen be back sevenfold. In case you'd want to donate or show your appreciation, you could give an excellent thank you up to $100. The enemy notion if he could hide this truth, he should hide your strength. However, what he didn't understand is that the reality is not the supply of your power, I am. And that I stay in you. Brace yourself. The moment is coming. The reality is already moving toward you like a wave on the ocean. You may no longer understand the overall information yet, however you may sense it. It truly is why you've been stressed. It's why you've felt like something huge become approximately to appear. It's far. And whilst it comes, while the instant arrives, breathe. Stand in your divine authority. Say, I receive this truth. I am sturdy sufficient to carry it. I was born for this. And you'll no longer simply live to tell the tale it. You may rise from it. And not anything will ever be hidden from you again. You're cherished. You are blanketed. And the reality is not waiting. I need you to take a deep breath right now. Not everything you believe to be strong has been sincere with you. A person near, so near it touches the roots of your family, has been hiding a reality. It's far a reality that was protected in silence, in fear, in the kind of secrecy that grows heavy over the years. It has been wrapped in gestures, in fake smiles, in holidays spent pretending. But I, your God, see the whole thing. And the time has come for that reality to be found out. Now not to punish, no longer to spoil, however to free you. Yes, it's going to harm. The truth will sting like a sudden wind to the eyes, like a mild switched on in the middle of the night. You might experience disoriented, even betrayed. However, listen to me, my liked infant. Reality, even when it hurts, is by no means your enemy. Reality is a tool I exploit to break chains. And also you have been in chains longer than you understand. Sure, no longer by means of your personal moves, but by means of the lies of others. By using the choices they made behind your back. Through the alternatives they protected up with silence. But no greater. I'm shining my mild into that dark area. And I am standing right beside you as I do it. Archangel Michael is right here. He isn't standing lower back. He isn't watching from a distance. He is actively defensive you from the emotional debris of what is approximately to flaw. Due to the fact while family truths rise, they do not just contact the mind, they contact the heart, the soul, the memories. They echo through time, through old photographs, through the way a person's voice sounded when they lied to you and you failed to understand it. But now you'll realize. Because I'm able to not permit you to be deceived anymore. I really like you an excessive amount of to let you hold in a lie. You may feel like your whole world is tilting, just like the ground is now not stable. However, I promise you, I am your floor. I'm the unshakable rock beneath your toes. No revelation, no confession, no exposed secret can circulate you from my hand. You're secure right here. You're protected. Yes, the truth will trade how you see sure humans. Yes, it could motivate you to distance yourself. Sure, it may wreck positive own family connections that have been by no means real to begin with. However, do not grieve what I am getting rid of. What I disclose, I heal. And what I heal, I raise. The person that has been hiding this has lived below the illusion that their mystery could by no means see the mild. They have got convinced themselves that silence is better than honesty, that peace on the floor is extra crucial than fact at the root. However, peace built on deception isn't peace in any respect. It's far a fragile phantasm, one which shatters without difficulty. And I've now located my hand on it. I've shaken it, and it'll smash. The lie will not stand. Due to the fact you, my liked, are moving into a season in which handiest fact can observe you. Only what is real can stroll beside you. You may sense torn among love and loyalty, among reality and culture, between what you've been informed and what you are approximately to discover. However, bear in mind this: I'm your proper circle of relatives. I am the only who will never lie to you, by no means forsake you, never misinform you. Those who definitely love you may embody the truth, although it's difficult. However, the ones who simplest love the photo they could manipulate will turn away. Allow them to. Allow the entirety false fall away. Let each mask be removed. You are not answerable for how others react to the mild. You are handiest chargeable for staying in it. You've got prayed for readability. You have requested me to expose who is clearly for you. That prayer is being spoke back. But when reality indicates up, it would not continually knock softly. Every so often it storms the door open. As it have to. Due to the fact too much is at stake. You cannot pass ahead wearing weight that changed into by no means yours. You cannot stroll into future chained to a lie. So I am breaking it now. I'm pulling the curtain back. And I'm on foot you through it, grade by grade. You can need to run from what you listen. You can want to deny it. But believe me, walking from reality will only lead to more confusion. Dealing with it, no matter how painful, is the first step to freedom. You were born to be loose. You were born to upward push above the dysfunction. You had been no longer created to be a prisoner of your family's shadows. You are the mild bearer. You are the chain breaker. You're the chosen one to interrupt the patterns of silence, secrecy, and survival. I'm setting my electricity internal of you to trade the whole thing. Archangel Michael is speaking now. He says your heart is stronger than you observed. You may live to tell the tale this. You can live to tell the tale understanding the reality. You may continue to exist the silence that can observe it. You can live on the shifts that come after the fact is revealed. Because truth may also cast off people, but it will by no means do away with God. It can make you experience alone at first, but what's coming next will fill you with the private peace you've got ever recognized. You'll finally apprehend why you in no way felt fully safe in sure places, with certain human beings. Your instinct become no longer paranoia. It turned into my spirit, caution you lightly. And now, I communicate it loudly. Someone you trusted deeply has been protecting back something you need to realize. It entails a couple of individual. It may have touched your formative years. It can be approximately selections made about you, without you. It is able to be about price range, assets, lineage, paternity, betrayal, secrets between siblings, selections that fashioned who you became but were hidden from you. Something it smiles. It isn't your shame. It is their burden, however you've got carried it unknowingly. And now I raise it off of you. You don't should fake anymore. You do not must smile through confusion. You do not must question yourself. You are not loopy. You are not dramatic. You are not ungrateful. You're wide awake. You're aware. And now you are armed with the reality. I am recovery, the roots of your family tree. I am slicing off what became diseased. I'm reviving what turned into meant to bear fruit. And yes, a number of it will harm. However, recovery constantly hurts earlier than it restores. I am supplying you with electricity beyond your very own. You will no longer disintegrate. You'll rise. I will preserve you as the reminiscences floor. I can consolation you as the conclusion settle. I'm able to lead you to the right people to speak to. You may no longer walk this adventure on my own. Angels will surround you. New doors will open as antique ones near. New conversations will deliver clarity. And while all of it feels too heavy, fall into me. I can catch you every time. This season is holy. You are in a divine uncovering. You are seeing what others had been too afraid to stand. You're breaking generational cycles just by means of being brave sufficient to confront the reality. You are not vulnerable. You are not sour. You are blessed. And what I've for you on the alternative facet of that is greater than what you're about to lose. Permit that settle into your soul. Permit that anger you while the waves upward push. Those who hurt you may never express regret. The ones who hid the truth might also try and twist it. However, none of that adjustment's what I'm doing. I'm your vindicator. I'm your comfort. I am your guide. And I'm your father. You're no longer the kid trying to make feel of grown-up secrets and techniques. You're my warrior. You are my light. You are the start of a brand new legacy. One rooted in reality, in honesty, in peace. You aren't alone. You are not cursed. You are not unlovable. You're my masterpiece. You're born for one of these times as this. You had been born to stroll into freedom. You were born to speak fact. You had been born to upward thrust from the ashes. And you may. I will see to it what the enemy supposed for harm. I am turning for top. What became hidden in shame will now be redeemed in glory. What was used to govern you may now not have electricity. Due to the fact I am setting you free. The truth can also harm, but it also heals. And this is your recuperation hour. Now breathe again. Look up. Permit your tears fall in the event that they should. But do not run. Do not cover. Don't retreat. I have long passed earlier than you. I've prepared an area for you beyond this pain. I'm already on your tomorrow, and I am keeping your coronary heart in this moment. You're secure now. And nothing, not the fact, now not the individuals who worry it, now not the loss, now not the revelation, will separate you from my love.